Friends, welcome to my channel AASN Arise, Awake, Stop Not. This channel is basically for the preparation of the Civil Service Examination, IAS examination, which is conducted by Union Public Service Commission. Union Public Service Commission is a constitutional body which conducts the topmost civil service of the country. And in this examination, there are a lot of services like Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Audit and Account Service, Indian Revenue Service, and many other services. So total 26 services are included in this on examination. If you crack this examination in on go, you can get one of the best civil services of the country. And this service conducting by the Union Public Service Commission, in all the states there are centers also. So for preparation of this civil service, I will talk generally about the syllabus right now. Civil services examination means this examination has 3 stages. One is preliminary stages. This preliminary stage has 2 papers only. One paper is General Studies 1, another is General Studies 2, which is called CSAT paper, CSAT. Now, in these papers, all questions are objective types, and General Studies in general, we can say this basically the bulk of the questions are from the General Studies part. In the main examination also, there are 4 papers of General Studies. Every paper has 250 marks, and on essay paper is also there. In main examination, there are 9 papers. One is compulsory Indian language paper and then English. These 2 papers are not counted for the ranking, but these 2 papers are basically the basic knowledge of Indian language, your mother tongue. Next is English, basic knowledge, class 10th level mostly. So these papers are just qualifying to evaluate your other papers. So 4 papers of General Studies in the main examination. Then there are essay papers and also on optional paper. The optional paper you can choose from any of the subjects which are basically listed in the entire syllabus of the scheme of the examination of the Union Public Service Commission. This basically this circular, the advertisement, when it is published in November, December, in that time you can see the entire the syllabus, and basically employment news in that this is advertised. So in that you can get the entire scheme of the examination. Now General Studies preparation is very important. This is the second stage, main. Also the first stage is also General Studies. That also I will talk. Now last test is after passing the main examination, you can be called for personality test. It is called not interview, it is personality test, your personality. So there is nothing to be afraid of personality test also. So you should right now forget about the personality test, but you should try to prepare your General Studies. Bulk of the papers are basically the examination scheme in the syllabus is basically General Studies in the Civil Service Examination. So Civil Service Examination, main examination, and also I can talk about the preliminary examination objective type questions. In the preliminary paper, you can see the questions comes from current affairs, current international affairs, and national affairs. History of India and the Indian national movement, the Indian constitution, and the governance, then the Indian and world geography. So these are the issues that you have to study. And these studies can be done if you are serious from class 8th onward for civil service examination. You should give utmost importance for your entire syllabus up to class 12. These 4 years are very crucial for the civil service examination. 4 years of studies from class 8 to class 12. The entire syllabus is covered in this part of the studies for the general studies. Then civil service preliminary first paper is economics and social development is another part. Then general issues of environmental ecology, biodiversity, climate change, and these are the important things. And general science means whatever you study in the science subject in the class 10th and 12th. So those are basically the part of the general studies also. So it is quite easy. So don't get afraid that this is called the toughest examination in the world, and IAS is one of the best services which basically helps to get you recognized in the society. You will have the great status and scope for the service of the common people of the country, and you will be in the general policy making of the country in the later stage of life. So this service is very important. The second paper of the preliminary examination, that is called CSAT. The CSAT is basically comprehension part, then interpersonal skills, including communication skills, that is also there, logical reasoning and analytical ability, how you can analyze the facts, then decision making and problem solving, general mental ability, then some basic numeracy with class 10th level exam only. These are numbers and their relations, order of magnitudes, etc., data interpretation. These are all class 10 levels. So you have to be very serious from class 8th onward up to class 10 and 11 and 12th examination. So this basically helps for preparation of the civil service examination. Now, as I told earlier, the general studies paper and in the preliminary examination, all are objective questions, 100 marks, 100 questions, 200 marks for 2 hours. But there are negative marks also. You have to think of it. So you have to be very clear to answer it also. Then general studies 2 in the preliminary is called CSAT examination, CSAT part, which is also objective, 80 questions, 200 marks. Within 2 hours, you have to finish, negative marks also there. Now, I will be talking about general studies main examination, which is basically you have 4 general studies papers, and first paper is basically Indian heritage, Indian culture, history of the world and the society, geography of the world and the society. This is the first part of the general studies main examination. The second paper of the general studies in the main examination is governance, Constitution of India, polity, social justice, international relations. These are the second part. Second paper of the general studies of the main examination. The third part is technology, science and technology, and then economic development, biodiversity, environment, security, and disaster management. These are the third papers. Then there will be fourth paper of the general studies in the main examination is basically very important. It has been included later on. That is ethics, integrity, and aptitude. These are very important. So these are the 4 papers of general studies in the main examination. And bulk of the civil service syllabus basically moves around the general studies paper. So you need to prepare general studies from your early times, and you can make the difference after mastering the general studies, these all papers. And if you consciously, a little bit consciously, if you study, you can definitely crack the civil service examination, and you can achieve the Indian Administrative Service rank or Indian Police Service or Indian Foreign Service to serve the country in the foreign countries for the India. Like our present Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Jaishankar, he is an Indian Foreign Service officer. So successfully he has been dealing our country. So these are the diplomatic issues. Diplomats, you can be diplomat, ambassador, Indian Foreign Service. Indian Administrative Service officers, they become the secretary to the Government of India. They become the district magistrate at the initial stage or subdivisional magistrate for some time. So this is very, very prestigious in the context of Indian administration. So if you study properly, you can get success. Here I can say that I cracked civil service examination in 1994, and I studied from my village, and I did not get any coaching or nothing. My village was completely very poor inside Sundarbans. That background picture, that is my home. And in that home I studied, I was born there. So this tree is called Shaveda tree, Chiku tree, and this is still there from my childhood. So I studied in that kind of environment. Only thing that if you are serious, keen and interested to achieve civil service, IAS examination के लिए for that, then you can definitely achieve civil service. So this is my very important request that you all try for that. Even civil service, even somebody does not crack also, he can be well informed citizen of the country. So my channel is basically dedicated to you all. You all arise, awake, stop not. Please do subscribe my channel. Please come to me. I can advise many important issues how to crack the civil service examination, because I never got coaching. I just tried myself and studied. I studied in the railway station book stalls also for standing hours after hours. So these are the things that you can master your general studies in any way, anytime, all the time. You can study and consciously by following the syllabus of the civil service examination, you can make a difference, because general studies makes the difference actually in the scoring above all the candidates. So it takes a lot of times to master general studies. So I request, please subscribe my channel, follow me, and I will definitely help you to crack the examination. So thank you very much for watching my channel. Thank you very much.